All right. Okay. We only missed a little bit of class because I'm an idiot, but we are on. We just had triumphantly, Devin showed us Drishṭva, which is written behind me a little clearer, but this font sucks. What are you going to do? But it's a good one. So our conjunct consonant here is štva. Now, this is a great word. Drishṭva, it's a gerund. It means having seen something. You may have heard the term before, drishti, or a sight, or a vision, or darshana. All of these, you hear how they sound really similar? It's because they're from the same Sanskrit root. Darshana can mean sight. It can mean a mirror. And in fact, in the 16th century, they organized all the all the philosophies around 6 darshanas. One of them is yoga, and the other Sankhya. You may have heard of those in your yoga philosophy class. So, Drishṭva. All right, who's up next? It looks like Sarah.
Hey, this one's been throwing me.
Yeah,
This little
good.
swirly,
Yeah.
like it kind of looks like a ra.
I know why you
But
think it looks like a ra, but it also looks like half of another syllable, right?
uh-huh.
All right.
Okay.
So what are we looking at?
Ashva.
Yes, perfect. From which you get ashwagandha, which is a ashwagandha. It's an herb, but it means horse. So there's your word for horse, ashwa, and then it's a sha and a va. Now sometimes this will be described a little bit differently, and you can find this on your Guy Levitt sheet when it talks about regional variations. So you're gonna have and it'll go like that, and then like that. Boy, that's terrible error. Like that. So it does this thing. It'll go like that, and that's the sha mark, and then va goes beneath it. Again, these will really help when you're encountering them like as words, and we're going to get to more of that today. But excellent. Ashwa.
Can you write the sh in English?
Hmm?
Can you write the sh in English?
It's right over there behind Ashwa.
Oh, okay. Sorry.
Yeah. See, look to the right, and you'll see that I have your English, and then I have the consonant that pops up, and then the translation. Make sense? Now, don't get too excited, because schwa, without the in front of it, means dog. So you're at all sorts of places. All right, next one. And I got, who is up next? Who is up next? Sarah went, so I am to Atlas. You all better get this one. Ah. Atlas, are you there? We've lost Atlas.
I'm sorry, I thought that you had called somebody in front of me and saying I was on deck past that.
No, I got you. I got you right under Sarah. I need to just print out a class list. Okay, Atlas. What's this one?
Okay, Shunya.
Yeah, exactly. Does that sound familiar to any of y'all from your Heartsūtra? Shunya rupam, shunya nirupam, shunyavada, shunya. So there's another one. How do you tell it's a nya? You look to see the little nubby thing that hangs out like that. And then there's the ya there. The ya pops out at you. So you got to figure out what's the significant bit, the little significant chunk of every conjunct consonant. All right, next one. I got Tessa. Tessa, I think you're muted.
Okay, good, because I don't know. Let's see, that's a la.
Yes.
And then, oh, I just looked at this. It's like,
this one stumped you before. You know it.
No.
No. Remember that. Remember what?
I didn't. I want to say K. No, it's not that.
Remember we looked at Kshatriya, the class of warriors.
Yes. Is it KS?
Yes, it is.
Oh, it is. KS.
Yes, it is.
That's na. No.
Yes, you got Lakshmanena.
Lakshmanena.
So that is the ksha. So you see, that's just a hanging out ksha where they've taken the full right line off of it and affixed it to a full ma. Lakshmanena, which a word we'll hear a lot, with Lakshmana, the brother of Rama. So Ramo vanam gachati Lakshmanena. Rama goes to the forest with Lakshmana. Lakshmanena. It's also kind of fun to say. All right. This one is a word that has haunted me over the years. Okay, I've got Riley.
Okay, ka
is
it looks like a sa.
Yeah.
See?
Well,
See?
that's a yeah. Oh yeah. You said two things. There's a cha in there, but then there's also that other funny little thing. We might have seen that before. Maybe up with ashwa. Number 3.
Sva.
Okay. Yeah. So ashwa.
Ka, sva, cha.
Read the word.
Da.
So you go ka.
Ka.
And then sha.
Sha.
And then there's a C like you got. So that's a cha.
And then is that D?
Yeah. And then a D at the end with a little virama and a vowel. So say it all together.
Okay.
Ka, you got this.
Ka, sva, cha, da. Ka, shva, cha, da.
Okay, you got the half the ka. So think of it this way. Say this for me. Ka.
Ka.
Now this is a sh. It's a sh. It's almost like. So that's the sha. Which can also be written like this. But it has a virama on it. And then you have sha. Can you see that at all?
I can see. Can you move over your screen to the? Yes, thank you.
Yeah, the problem is I can't see it.
Maybe just a little bit more. Sorry.
Oh, you're good.
Thank you.
Yeah.
This is happening.
Okay. I think the part I'm confused is it correct that it ends in a D?
Yes, that is correct. What I want you to do is get that middle 2 conjunct consonants, the sha and the cha together. You got it.
Ka, sha, da.
You're so close. That's actually a different word, which cracks me up. Go ahead. One more time.
Ka, shud.
Kash.
Am I saying it too fast?
Kashchid. Kashchid. Kashchid.
Kashchid.
So when I say it fast, it's kashchid.
Kashchid.
You got it. So kashchid. And that's the sha and a cha with an I attached to it. And that means whoever, wherever. There's a one word that's called kashit nare, which is an example which we may have coming up soon enough. And that's actually becomes kashchinare with Sunday. We're going to learn Sunday soon. So kashchid, whoever or anybody. Little vocabulary. All right. Lindsay Brown.
Sorry, I was on mute.
All right. You're good. Yeah, I almost just said it out loud. What is this one? You got it.
Puru.
Yes.
So, Natama.
Okay, it's not Natama. That's actually 2 T's, but I get what you say.
Puru. So Tatama.
Puru show. Puru show.
Puru show.
So close.
Tama.
Yes, exactly. Purushottama. Purushottama. The highest self, the universal spirit. You might have heard the word Purusha in your class when you guys were talking about Purusha and Prakriti? I don't know how far you are in your yoga class. I haven't seen the syllabus on that one. I've seen the Tantra one. Sundari and I were talking about it. Okay. We have Erica. So break it down. Look at it in the first place. Now that is one of these letters that I keep coming back to. And I told you that it can be written in two different ways. Either as or. So this is just like we had an ashwa. But it looks a little different because I wanted y'all to see it.
Okay.
So if it's this, what else is going on in there?
I don't know what the little line coming off of it is.
Okay, which little line? The one to the right or the one at the bottom?
Well, like right bottom. No,
right?
not complete.
Yeah, go ahead.
Like is that a na?
You're so close. It's actually a ra.
Okay. So it's. I also don't know what the vowel is.
Oh, it's long I.
Okay. So it's 3 and then I don't know how to say.
Yes, exactly. Shrihi. So you hear people talk about someone as like someone who's very venerable. They'll say Shri, like Shri Ramakrishna. So it means like venerable, Shri Ramakrishna. But Shrihi in the feminine with that little visarga on it is abstract. It means auspiciousness or venerableness. Shrihi. All right, I got Joshua for the last one.
Wait, you say me?
Yep, last one.
Oh, hold on. Hold on. I can't see the screen.
My dad would definitely want to see the Dead Boy show. And then there's one with Kevon.
I can't see the screen. I'm on my phone.
All right, then we're gonna go to someone else. If you're on your phone, you can't see.
No.
Yeah.
Fine, do it. Go to someone else. I can't figure it out.
Bree.
Present. I was unmuting myself.
I know it's tricky.
Shama.
There's the A right in there. Man, you crushed that one. Shama. So shama, there, our conjunct consonant again is the sh with the ya. Shya. Now you'll notice that I've used the shas in different ways in this list because those are ones that tend to trip people up. Yes, Atlas.
So is it equally valid either way to write it as it is presented there in number 9 and to also use the sort of iconic bit that is present there in number 8?
No. Because with the one that number 8, you get sha and shva. But it's a good question. I know it intuitively, but I haven't really thought about it too much. So shama. You even no, because look, maybe this is the rule that I'm just not articulating. So this is bad. So when it becomes this little swirly thing, it's only with like ras and vas. Because
no.
I don't think I've ever heard that, but yes, that would work. So sha and na, you could do it like the shra.
Just anything that kind of comes out of that little
I think that's it.
Possibility.
If it can come downward, no. Wait a minute. All right, I got it. No, I guess that doesn't work. I guess if the significant bit is a single line, it can be the sh that you see in 8.
So, but also, what about ba?
I can't imagine ever seeing those words. This is the problem. You need more context. I think shba, my Sanskrit mouth won't say that, would be like this. And I can't imagine you'd ever see that except in like a tantra where they're trying to screw with you and give you a really wacky mantra.
Okay.
Yeah. So yeah, it would look just like ashwa, but the ba would have a little line through it.
So then otherwise, for other instances, it retains the bit that is present in just in sha.
Yes.
Okay.
You got it.
Thank you.
Good systematic thinking, Atlas. All right. Now, the part that you all hate so much. Read the following verse. Now, again, I've put these up, and you've seen these before. And what I've done here, let me minimize this, is up at the top, it's the same thing. It's just sort of spaced out with that different font. But what are the conjunct consonants we're looking for? We had, and I've put them right here, and things that might trip you up as we have the sound do. So double, there I got it for you. Do, hartum, vri, the double ta, that does look like a knot in a ta. I get that, but that's a double ta. You see that's uppy, but that has what we call a awagraha. That means it takes the sound and it's just gone. So you don't pronounce it, but that little mark shows you that it's there. There are various reasons for that. Then we have ish, ya. So that's E, our vowel I. And then the sha sound connected to the ya sound. And then we have sti. So that's sa and ta, sti. And finally, tyaha. So these are the consonants that we're going to be looking for in this verse. Now, you have me recording this before. I'm tempted to read it once through, but I'm worried that then some students are able to just kind of memorize it. I don't know. What do you think? Do you want me to read it through once and then I'm going to start calling on people?
How about we just do like breaking
Let's
it down,
read it.
and then at the end we'll read it all together.
All right, then. Okay, so who's in my list? Who's in my list? Let me see.
I can go since you skipped me before.
Please.
Okay, do you want me to start? So it's...
Yeah, go start at Kalo and go all the way to Pravrido.
Okay. Kalo, Shima, or Shimi, or Shmi.
So this is, and it helps to say them together. Kalosmi.
Kalosmi.
So kalo means time. Asmi means I am. Kalosmi. See how that disappears? Because if you say, and this is part of sandhi that we're going to get to in the second part of class. Now, listen to me say this. Kalasmi. That's hard, but it's kalo. It has to be kalo. So kalo asmi. Kalo asmi. And then listen, kalosmi. Kalo asmi and kalosmi. It sounds better. And so much of Sanskrit is actually about how it sounds rather than when it's written, which is why I keep having you read out loud. So good start. Let's get moving. We got kalosmi.
Kalosmi, lo, ksha, or yaksha, ya, three.
All right, try that one more time. Try that one more time and sound out each syllable. You missed one.
Ko, kash, ko, ka, ksha,
Low.
ya.
Starts low.
Oh, sorry, lo.
Yeah, you had it the first time. Yeah.
Lo, ka, ksha, ya, kri.
Yeah. So you say it together. Loka, kshaya, krit.
Loka, kshaya, krit.
Yeah, it's really funny. You can feel in your throat where the ka to the ksha. Loka, kshaya, krit.
Loka, kshaya, krit.
Yeah, you got it. It's kind of fun to say. Kshaya, krit.
Kshaya, krit. Yeah,
so
kind of fun.
Loka means world, Kshaya means destroyed or destroyer, kshaya. And Krit means something that is done or made or created. All right, get that last word.
Pravri, sorry, do.
Yeah,
Pravri
string those
do.
together. Say again.
Pravrido.
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 Excellent. Say the whole thing. Kalo to pravrido.
Okay.
Read it, don't say it.
Kaloshmi.
Kalosmi. Kalosmi. Excellent.
Kalosmi.
Yeah.
Loksha.
You're going too fast.
Lokaksha.
Yeah.
Yaktri. Or
yeah.
Yeah.
Loka. So it helps if it's really easy when you know the words. Loka, Kshaya, Krit.
Loka, Kshaya, Krit.
Yeah.
Pravrido.
Pravrido. Excellent. So Kalosmi Loka Kshaya Krit. Pravrido. This is that controversial verse. So Kalo Asmi. I am time. Kalosmi. I am time. Loka Kshaya Krit. That thing which does Kshaya, the destruction, Loka, of worlds or the world. Pravridho, that which is aged, swollen, or great. I am time, grown old, the destroyer of worlds. You want to get that one more time?
You want me to say it one more time?
Yeah, just one more time.
Kalosmi. Kalosmi.
There.
Moksha. Moksha? Not moksha.
That'd be something else. That's a whole other word.
Yeah, moksha. Yeah, loksha. Loksha. Yatra. Yatrit.
What keeps happening is you're skipping over that K. You're putting the K with the ksha. So
I'm putting the K with the ksha. Yeah.
Yeah. So Loka.
Shaya. Krit. Okay, Loka, Shaya, Krit.
Yeah, 3 words. The thing that does destroyer worlds. Loka, Kshaya, Krit. Pravri. But yeah, and then with that, when you have the da, as you pronounce it, just kind of make it a little stronger. So pravrido. So pravrido. Pravrido. Excellent. Now, one of the things you can do is go back on this one, and I taught myself the meter, and I can't remember it now, but I chanted it a bunch of times in the meter. If you go back and follow that, you'll actually hear how the words kind of come together in sound instead of trying to decode them on the page. Because remember, this stuff was not originally written down. I mean, this is a part of the Mahabharata, but the Mahabharata, we think, and I agree with this, was composed as sort of like epic oral poetry that was told in spaces and long rituals to entertain people. So Lokosmi, Lokakshaya Krit, Pravridho. And now someone goes next. Here's my little list. Or no, I like Tessa. Tessa, you're up. So first off, Tessa, I want you to read Kalosmi, Lokakshaya Krit, Pravridho. And then I want you to read the next couple ones till the end of the verse.
Kalo Shmi.
Sme.
Loka Kshaya.
Yes.
Loka Kshaya Krit.
Yes.
Pravridho.
Yeah. Just make the da a little bit longer. You got it. Pravridho. Excellent. All right, now on to the next one.
Lokan.
Perfect.
Samahartum.
Do you realize you just got the ksha and the ra that have been bothering you for like 2 weeks? You just freaking nailed them. That was perfect. All right, last ones.
Oh boy, what's that?
Oh, I'm sorry for throwing you off by praising you.
Thanks. Yeah, I don't. Let's see. What is this guy? I know it, but I don't know. A da or da?
No. You had lokan, samahartum, and then that's an initial vowel. And I understand why you might see some does. It resembles that.
It is an I then?
Yes.
Okay. Iha?
Iha. Yes. Perfect. Yeah, you got it. Iha.
That's a pa and a pra vri
Pravritaha.
Say it again, please.
Pravritaha.
Pravritaha.
Yeah, now start back at lokan and read those 4 words.
Lokan.
Mm-hmm.
Samahartun.
Mm-hmm.
Iha.
Mm-hmm.
Pra. No. Par.
Pra.
Oh, I'm confusing that. No, that's pravritaha.
Perfect. So lokan samahartum iha pravritaha. Say it after me. One more time. I'm going to say it, then you say it. Lokan samahartum iha pravritaha.
Lokan samahartun iha pravritaha.
Perfect. Excellent. Start to finish. Read the whole thing.
Jeez.
Yeah, this is how you learn.
Okay. Kalo Sme. Loka. Yeah, wait. Loka Ksha. Krit.
Shaya Krit, you got it.
Shaya Krit. See, that's a Pravritaho.
Yes.
Lokan.
Mm-hmm.
Samahatun.
Mm-hmm.
Iha.
Yes.
Pra. Pravrataha.
Yeah, pravritaha. Kalosmi. So kalosmi lokakshaya krit pravridho lokan samahartum iha pravritaha. Boy, I wish I'd retaught myself that meter. Okay, so kalosmi. I have, and remember there, y'all, I want you to look at that sme. So you have 3 shas in Sanskrit. You have the sha like Shiva, the sha like in Purushottama, we just saw, and then you have this one, which is a sa. It's like your dental, sa. So, kalosmi, I am time. Kalokshaya krit pravridho. I have grown old and I am the destroyer of worlds. Lokan, this means loka. Again, see there are words that are repeating. That's why I picked this one. So that means worlds in the plural. Samahartum iha pravrita. Pravrita is like vritta, yogash, chitta, vritti, nirodhana. Vritti means the turning. So my actions now, samaharta or samahartum means it's the best. My translation is not terrible. I am declared thus. Some ahar. I'm gonna stay with destructor. I'm gonna go destructor. Yeah. So now I act iha pravrita to destroy all the worlds. So he's saying, kalosmi, I am time, pravrito, grown old, lokakshaya krit, I am the destroyer of worlds. Now my actions, iha pravriti, samahartum, will be destructive to all of the many worlds. So he's talking about time, but he's also talking himself as Shiva. All right, who's my next victim? Where's my little list? There we go. There we go. Nah, I'm terrible at this. I'm just gonna call people random. Lindsay, I want you to do Ritu Devatwa na Bhavishanti Sarve. I want you to go from Rite to Sarve.
Rite. What is that? Like,
Aha. See, we had it above, right? We had it above. Yeah. So look above, and what do we do? That was kalo asmi, but it becomes kalosmi. So what letter is missing from kalo asmi to kalo sme?
A P. A P?
The word is a P. So, but it's not pronounced that way. It's pronounced without the because that awagraha is there.
So it's just P?
Yeah, exactly. So rite P. It almost becomes one word. Rite P.
Tavam.
Excellent. Yes.
Na.
Yes.
Davi.
Yes.
Sya.
Yeah.
Yeah. T.
You're so close. Say it again. Bavish. Start at the beginning again. You got it.
Bavi. Sya. Nyati?
That's an auntie. So bavish yanti.
Navish anti.
Okay, say that again with me. Bavish yanti.
That the nunchti. I feel like that just sounded worse.
That's fine. See, this is you need to get your mouth and your ear around these words. So bavish yanti.
That the shanti.
Okay, let me hear you do bh.
Ba.
Yeah, but buh, buh, Bhavishanti.
Bhavishanti.
Yeah. The problem with my ear, you're saying it mostly right. It's once you get really better attuned to Sanskrit, this b sound, you're making a b like you're saying boy, but you're like puffing it out a little bit more. Bhavishanti. Okay. You're expressing air. It's called an aspirate. So bhavishanti.
Bhavishanti.
All right, I'm good with that. Last word. Sarve.
Sarve.
All right, start from the beginning, from rite to sarve. Do it for me.
Ritepi.
Yeah, ritepi.
Ritepi.
Perfect.
Na. The Paya. Nati.
Bhavishanti.
Bhavishanti.
Yeah, one more time. Bhavishanti.
Bhavishanti.
You were almost perfect on that one. You've got this. Bhavishanti.
Bhavishanti.
Okay, you got it. But I want you to be careful because your bha is sounding like pa. So baby is not potter, you know. So make sure you get your lip to hit that ba sound like boy. Ba.
Okay.
Ba. And then the last word.
Shriti.
No. You got a bunch of the right letters.
Savitri.
Savitri. You're killing me now. You're turning this into Vedic. No. Sarve.
Okay. Sarve. Okay.
Yeah, you see the Ra's up at the
wrong
top?
place.
Yeah, you're getting there. The thing that y'all aren't seeing is I'm seeing how much you're improving in these reading sessions. Y'all are moving a lot faster, and we're getting to see the spots you don't quite understand, and we're able to get to the places you are. So this is exciting. Ritepi tvam na bhavishanti sarve. And my next victim is Joshua. Are you still on your phone and can't see it?
No, I can see it. Where are we at though?
Right after sarve. But I want you to start Rite and read all the way to the end.
Okay. Rite. What is that? What is that S thing?
That's not, yeah, it looks like an S. That's what I've been calling an awagraha. And what that means is, for reasons of meter, there's a short A there, and it's dropped off. So it's an uppy, exactly. But it's pronounced Ritepi, just like kalosmi.
Okay. So that's Rite. Uppy.
Well, Ritepi. Ritepi. Say after me. Ritepi. Yes.
Ritepi.
Ritepi. P with a P.
Wait.
Rite. P.
Rite. P.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes. Perfect.
P.
Yeah.
Okay. And that's tvam. Na. Bavi. Shaya.
Sha. Yeah, you got it.
Nati.
Yeah. Avishanti.
Avishanti.
Perfect.
Okay. And then is that an R and an E? Is that sarvam or sar?
Yeah, you're close. It's sarve.
Sarve. Sorry, sarve. Yay. Ba. Shita.
Okay. Now, what's that funny little S there?
Oh, ava or avi. Ava. Sati.
Yeah.
Taha.
Yeah, perfect. So let's repeat after me. Ye vastita.
Ye vastita.
Yeah, see how there is an A there, but it's not pronounced. So what it would be is ye avastita becomes ye vastita. Ye vastita.
Ye vastita.
There you go.
You want me to finish reading that?
I do.
Okay. Prataya ni ke shu yo daha.
Yodahaha. Yeah. Pratyani keshu. So what we're looking here is we say ritepi tvam nabi bhavishanti. So nabi vishanti says is not being. Rite means like cosmic order. Tvam is you, and api means even though. Sarve ye, though all of them. Sarva means all. And then avastita, where they stand. Prati, so that's prati nikeshu yodha. So pratya nikeshu means gathered. And yodaha means warriors, just like that little green guy from Star Wars. Oh, George Lucas again. Yodha means warrior. Ritepi tvam na bhavishyanti sarve ye vastitaha pratyanikeshu yodha. All of those gathered do not even exist. And that is and he's sort of saying, and that is the truth. The order of things is that all of those warriors standing there don't even exist. So this is the Bhagavad Gita. So a great battle has commenced. And Arjuna, who is the equivalent of Achilles in India, the baddest ass man on the planet, manslaughterer. He kills people for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. He just kills things. That's what he does, and he's good at it. He looks out, and he sees all of his brothers and their armies around him. His 5 brothers, the Pandavas. And he looks out, and he sees the Kurus, his cousins, and they're aligned on the other side of battle. And he looks up, and he says, his charioteer is the somewhat god Krishna at this point, and he says, Krishna, I can't do it. And he jumps out of his chariot because he was about to blow the horn to start the battle, and he says, Krishna, I can't do it. I'm gonna go be a monk. I'm gonna wander off to the forest, spend the rest of my life meditating. Now I'm going to curse here and use some gender non-inclusive language because it really works well. And then the great god Krishna looks down at Arjuna kneeling before him and said, don't be such a pussy. And that's the story. He says, you killed people all day long, and now you're saying you won't kill these people just because they're your family members? Well, guess what? And then he reveals his universal form later, and he's describing this situation. Krishna, like, in his big punch to Arjuna, is saying, you know who I am? I am time grown old, the destroyer of the world. And now my actions will destroy worlds. Indeed, this is the truth. You and all of these people, or he's kind of saying, you don't know the truth, or you don't really understand this truth. All those people you see gathered before you, all of those warriors standing gathered, they don't even exist. He's saying that in the face of the totality of the world and the greatness of God, they're already dead. They're not even there. The only thing that's real is the completeness of the universe. So any understanding of individuals is false. So Krishna is effectively saying, you go out and kill them. It doesn't matter. They're already dead. They don't actually really even exist separately. This is the right thing to do, so go forth and do it. And this comes to his argument about yoga, and he says, you need to act without being connected to the results. You are a warrior. Go kill people. That's what you do. You can't like be a butcher all day long and then suddenly be like, I've been a butcher for 30 years. I'm going to stop cutting up meat. I mean, I suppose you could, but interestingly, in a Hindu understanding, it would be, it doesn't matter. You have to do your duty. Your yoga is your duty. Your yoga is, my yoga is to teach. That's what I do. I can't renounce that. I'm a teacher. Arjuna is a warrior. So Krishna says to him, Kalosmi lokakshaya krit pravrito lokan samahartum iha pravritaha rite pi tvam na bhavishyanti sarve ye avastita pratyanikeshu yodhaha. One thing you might have noticed in my translation is there's no word order. Sanskrit doesn't have word order like English does. So you'll get lucky sometimes. You'll have Rama goes to the forest, Ramo vanam gacchati, subject, verb, object. But here, like, the subject is in 4 spots. The adjectives are in different places. You know, the verbs are all in different tenses. So when you read a Sanskrit verse, it's like you almost have to take the whole thing in and then break it apart because there is no punctuation and word order like we have in English. So it's a real different way of reading. Okay, questions, because we're going to take a break. I'm going to give you a break for once. Okay, so
I have a question real
yes.
quick. In terms of conjunct consonants, how do we, there's so many. Like, what's your advice for like learning them besides this and like reading, like writing it out?
There's 2 ways to learn conjunct consonants. One is you just write out the symbols over and over and over again and get muscle memory. I would say the better way, honestly, the more efficient way, though it's a lot more stressful, is reading just like this. Because then you come across, look how, when you, where is it? Look how now when you look at here, you see loka kshaya krit, and you got that ksha that's already there. Pravrid ho, and you're like, oh yeah, that's what double da and ho do. Now you have some facility. Oh, Ishya, I've seen that before. I know what that sound is. Avastita, oh, that's a sti, okay. Pratya, oh, that's a ta and a ya, pratya. So when you can put the sound in your head to the thing that you're reading, that's where you learn them. And honestly, probably for the next like month or so at least, you're still going to have to look up conjunct consonants. And just because the pattern's not going to click. But the main thing to do is to know the alphabet very well and be able to find those little significant bits. And luckily, you have some great resources. You have the sheets that we've given you. You have the Arnanidhi with Guy Levitt, and he has all the conjunct consonants there. And then if you look to the extra credit assignment, there's Colson's list of conjunct consonants. So actually, probably Colson, I would say, is in some ways one of the easiest because it's all in like one page. So you can kind of be like, all right, where the hell's that thing? But the Guy Levitt one, I think, lays them out in a much better order for understanding them and seeing how they're all related. So yeah, there's no shortcut.
Okay, thank you. That helps.
You'll get there. All right, break time. Smoke them if you got them. We'll be back in 5. All right, 10 people. Everybody's back. Bree had to leave us. That's okay. We're recording. She'll catch up. She did fantastic in class today. All right. We're still working script, but now we got to learn some script. Got to learn some Sanskrit. I've told the joke before, but I'll tell it again. I was sitting in a bar. I think I was in North Carolina. And I was sitting there, and I was actually reading something in Sanskrit. And this guy says, What's that? What you reading there? And I'm like, this? He's like, what language is that? And I'm like, Sanskrit. He says, they really write that shit in sand? And I have always been amused. Do they really write that shit in sand? And I'm like, it's not sand script. However, I get it. So now we're going to learn some Sanskrit. We are straight up. We've done some reading. I need to, come on, stop this. Hold on, I gotta get my thingy. I can stop it. There we go. All right. Here's Zoom. One of these days I'll get better at this. Okay, yes. This one. Come on. Stop share. Oh, I hate this share screen. Ha! Okay. So today what we're going to be learning about for our proper lesson is sandhi. Now, sandhi means well put together.
Are you recording, Dr. Ulrich? Sorry.
I am recording now. Yes.
Okay. I'm sorry to interrupt.
Good catch. That's always please. So sandhi. Di means actually like to hold. And san is the prefix sum. So it means like held together or put together. So what is sandhi? Well, sandhi is euphonic combination. So that's why when you see two words go together in a yoga asana, like say we had before dandasana, danda plus asana, when they come near each other, the at the end of the word and the at the beginning of the word coalesce. They come together. So instead of reading danda asana, you read dandasana. Instead of saying garuda asana, it's garudasana. Instead of saying sava asana, you say savasana. So in this way, the first rule of sandhi, that us come together in that manner, you already know. So asana is a long A, and let's see, sava has a short A at the end. So savasana. Again, danda asana, dandasana. So the reason I bring this up is, now I need to make this bigger, don't I? Aha, much better. The reason I bring this up is that you need to read the words out loud. We're going to go through a bunch of examples of sandhi, and soon you will understand these. I struggled with them even through like my second and into my third year of Sanskrit because of my dyslexia. But I have some ideas for how to try to teach it a little bit better. But one thing I know is that if you try to learn this thing as math, it doesn't work, because that's the way I tried to learn it, just learning the formulas. What really works is memorizing certain examples. So when you see similar ones, you'll be able to break the sandhi. When I say break the sandhi, that's like looking at danda, asana, or yoga asana. Yoga, you just read yogasana, and then you go yoga asana, 2 words. You break apart the 2 words. This is why Sanskrit words are so darn long, is because they combine in this way. So what I want you to do is I want you to memorize key examples that I'm going to give you, so that when you see a similar pattern, you'll recognize it from those words. Now, like I said, it helps to memorize examples that have some sort of meaning to you. In this, I just memorized all of the examples in Goldman, but as I was working with the Guy Levitt, Arna Nidhi, I realized that in many ways his examples are better because they're shorter. However, the key is just memorizing something that means something to you. So for instance, if you have the word lamba, to hang, and udara means belly, it's not lamba udara, it becomes lobadara, or blah. I just got myself all worked up. Lambodara, big belly, hanging belly. Lambodara. So when I see an O, I think to myself, wait a minute. Could that O actually be an and an U put together? We'll go over this. Now, these short little words that Guy Levitt shows you are really similar to the examples Indian pundits traditionally use to memorize sandhi. They use these like little words that are kind of easy to remember, but they don't have a lot of semantic value. Another way to understand sandhi is to just listen to a lot of chanting while reading along. Then, if you already know the words, it becomes really familiar. So, like, if you already know the word, if you already know what the meaning of a sentence is when you're hearing it chanted, sometimes just by being more exposed to it in the Sanskrit, the sandhis will start to break in your head. So, when it comes to sandhi, don't kill yourself on this. I'll tell you stories about me and some of my friends trying to kill ourselves with this. You pick it up as you go. What you need to do from this lesson is to learn the basic concepts and have familiarity with them so you can go back and look at these rules. And like I said, this really only became clear to me around year 3. So today we're starting with vowels and what we're calling vowel sandhis. Now, I have a story to tell you. This is my late friend, Michael Jerrison. I love this guy to death. I always wanted to murder him. He died about, I guess 2 years ago of ALS. Now, this is a picture of him and his wife, Fawn, and I asked Fawn for this picture, and their daughter. Their daughter's name, so you have Michael on the right, then Fawn, and the daughter's name is, and I'm not kidding you, Sienna, first name, doesn't mean anything, the color green, whatever, Sandhi Jerrison. So why would he give his daughter the middle name Sandhi? Sandhi means a perfect combination. And I know Michael, and I know that he realized that putting that as the middle name of his daughter signified to him and to the world that she was the perfect combination of him and his wife. If you listen to the podcast I'm going to be on in a little bit, the guy who runs it, the male therapist, is David Kessler, who is Michael Jerrison's brother. To make Michael, it's hard to describe Michael. He was a scholar of Buddhism and violence. He wrote brilliant materials about Thai Buddhist monks advocating for the killing of Muslims because religion is tricky and ugly. And he did some great field work on that. He also had a sort of systematic mind that unrivaled anybody I've met. But my, he could just have a stick up his ass about so many things. So his last name was Kessler. And when he married his wife, her last name was Johnson. He realized that he didn't want to take his family's name. He was done with his family for various reasons. I think it was a bit much on his part. And he didn't want to take the name Johnson because every Johnson on Fawn's family side got divorced. So the only solution for Michael was to make a new name. So her father's name is Jerry. So they made up the name Jerryson, the son of Jerry. Or was his father's name? I don't think his father's name was Jerry. But yeah, so it was like saying that he was now his father-in-law's son, and he was declaring that in the name. So they took neither of their names, and it strikes me that in a way that's a sandhi too. So I'm bringing all this up to show the different ways we can think about combining things in the world. Obviously, there's the sexual metaphor of intercourse, and that happens a lot in erotics, talking about sandhi and coupling for that works. But what I want you to think about is sandhi exists for a reason. It exists to make the sounds more beautiful when spoken out loud. So if you look on the page and just try to memorize why long A and connects with long I, when they come together, it becomes an E sound, you will never remember it. But if you look at the page and you see Mahesha, and you read it out loud, Mahesha, and then you kind of see like, oh, that's an E. That could be a long A and a long I. Mahesha, Mahaisha, Mahesha, Mahaisha, Mahaisha, Mahesha, Mahesha, Mahesha. Mahesha is easier to say than Mahisha or Mahaisha. God, that is hard for me to say. So what this does is it takes sounds and changes them based on their relationship with sounds around them to make a more beautiful language, and a language that fits with meter, and a language that fits with sound, and a language that is as grand as Sanskrit is because of sandhi. Now, fucking hate sandhi. Sandhi is so hard. For me, it was really difficult because it's like, wait, so you're going to write the words different from how the words actually are? I'm already dyslexic, and now you're telling me in a language I don't know, I have to figure out how words are spelled differently depending on where they are in a sentence? Yes, that is what I'm telling you. However, this is another one of those, you have to trust me. With time, it becomes elegant. With time, it becomes very pleasant. With time, it becomes something that you don't really even think about as you read. But it won't feel like that as you first learn it. So we don't have a lot of time yet left today, but let's get started on sandhi. Now, wow. A lot of talking on my part. All right, so the first coalescence I want to look at are vowel coalescence, vowels coming together. Now, this is how I'm going to teach this to you. Goldman has examples. Goldman also has descriptions of how the examples work. But unless you're a linguist or a trained classical philologist or know Greek, they're hard to understand. When you go back and read this later, once you understand it, you're like, oh, Goldman's completely clear here. But even I, having read this book, Jesus, probably 100 times, and this chapter over 100 times, still sometimes I'm like, what are you talking about, Goldman? So Goldman kind of gives you the math. It's like a proof in geometry. He's showing you why something is the way it is. But if you try to just memorize why something is the way it is right off the bat, you're not going to grasp it. What you need to do is memorize what the thing is and then learn the reason behind it. So we are going to be continuing to work with script. So what I like to do is I put all of the examples from Goldman in, and then I add materials to it. So for the first one, we see one principle. This is a principle of sandhi. Short plus short equals long as in yogasana or dandasana. Yes, Atlas.
I don't know if this is jumping too far ahead or not, but I would like to come to figure out like the whole guna versus vritti thing. Like it seems like you can increase by a short a and still get a short a. And so I'm wondering, like, when you apply guna and vritti versus this simple 3.3 plus equals ah.
Yeah, you see what I have on the screen now? That's how you do guna and vritti. And what really guna is it's adding an in every space, in every instance. So for E, if you add an to E, it becomes a, maha, isha. If you have if you add a long A to an E, you get mahaisha. We'll get to that. But yes, we'll get there. I promise. All right. So for our first one, I'll take a volunteer. Who wants to read this first line, starting with Ramena? And remember, our principle is plus equals long a. So plus equals a, if you want to remember it that way.
I can do it.
Yeah.
The first line.
Yep.
Ramepa.
Ramena.
Ramena.
There you
go. Saha.
Very good.
Aga. Cha. Cha-cha.
Aga. Cha. Yeah. So when you have that double, like a double T or a double D or a double cha, it's just ch. You make it kind of longer. So
okay, so aga chat.
Very good.
Sita.
All right. Ramena means with Rama. Saha further means with Rama. Agachat means went. And Sita means Sita. So the hero of the Ramayana is Rama. Sita is his beloved wife. Due to various horrible events that occur, they have to go to the forest. We're going to be using the Ramayana a lot in Goldman. All right. So somebody read the second one after the equals sign. The first one is the sentence without sandhi. The second one is the sentence with sandhi.
Wait, sorry, are we on me still? I logged out and logged back in.
You can log. You can keep going. Okay. Actually, you go again. So start with Ramena and read the second line after the equal mark.
Okay. So start from the top.
Sure.
So Ramena.
Mm-hmm.
Asa or Saha.
Yeah.
Has all the cancer.
Sita.
Mm-hmm.
Ramena.
Mm-hmm.
And then Sahaga. Oh, so it's okay. So it's Ra.
Mm-hmm.
Saga.
Sahaga.
Meet Saga Chat. Yeah. Sahaga. Chitasi. Chitasi.
Sita. Yes. So it's Ramena with Rama. Saha plus agachat is sahagachat. And you put it all together and you get Ramena sahagachat sita. Or this is how you'll see Sanskrit written most of the time. You'll rarely see these sandhis broken down. You would very rarely see Ramena saha agachat sita. That would be like bad Sanskrit. You would see Ramena saha agachat sita. So the problem is, as you first look at this, you're just like, holy crap, that's a long word. But it's actually 3 words. So I want all of you to kind of silently look and look at that saha gachat sita and see how all of those words are coming together. You have the conjunct consonants, but you also have the saha and the agachat, 2 short A's, come together to make one long ah. So now, Mute yourself and repeat after me. Sahaga chat sita. 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 This is how you'll really get the sandhi. The sandhi is short-a, short-a, long-a. Now, Guy Levitt is much nicer to you. And you may notice that I have Rama going to the forest with Sita on the right. I try to do a little visual thinking. So cha plus uppy equals choppy. So choppy means but and cha means and. So this means something like but and. So that doesn't have any semantic value. However, it's short and easy to memorize. So cha uppy, cha uppy. And even if you go cha uppy, cha uppy, cha uppy, cha uppy, you see yourself taking those uhs and naturally putting together in your mouth. So choppy. So the key to moving on with sandhi is to memorize an example. I think it's easier to memorize Levitt, but the Goldman will explain it more to you. But you just need to remember that short plus short equals long All right, that was your first real sentence thinking through sandhi. You should all be very proud of yourselves. This we're getting there. Stuff's happening. This is some real ass Sanskrit here. Okay, now I said plus equals, so short plus short is this still, that seems like the same rule. Oh no, sorry. Okay, that's spelled a little bit wrong. So short plus long equals So here we have another sentence. Somebody give it a shot. Taking a volunteer.
I'll go.
Go ahead.
Ramena Saha got. Am I saying that all in one? Like Saha got.
Say them differently. Say them apart the first time.
Okay.
Just read it like it is on the page.
So Ramena Saha Agachati Sita.
Now read the second one.
Ramena Saha Gachati Sita.
Perfect. So here we're also learning a sentence. Rama, and so you saw agachat in the past, and here you see agachati, which is in the present, and it has that on the front of it. There's a reason for that. You know, Goldman's examples are great, but I see why he does these things, but they're a little bedeviling. So Ramena saha agachati sita. Ramena saha agachati sita. Rama comes with Sita. Or I would say actually that's Sita comes with Rama, but what are you going to do? All right. Ramena saha agachati Sita. Now, are you going to memorize saha shorta with agachati, saha agachati? Maybe. But honestly, what's really easy to remember for me is these two words, cha and uppy. So this is the same one as before, choppy. And now you get the real principle that Guy Levitt is coming to. Long A and short A plus another long A or a short A. So pretty much any of the uhs, when they come together, make a long make a long A. So that last bottom thing, that's the principle that we're remembering. Sometimes it helps students to write out formulas like that, which is kind of what I did. So long A or short A plus long A or short A equals long A. Cha, uppy, but and, choppy. Now, we've learned the uhs. We're probably only going to have time for one more vowel today. Okay. More coalescences. What do we have here? We have another sentence, but notice cha uppy, but and, long A or short A, long A or short A become long A. Here's another example with Goldman. Let me have another volunteer.
Puppy.
Come on, give me a volunteer. Let's go. I'll start
I
calling
can
people
go.
random. Okay, get in there.
Do you want me to go on the first line?
Yep.
Si, ta, ya,
Got it.
da, ga,
Agachat.
aga, chut.
Mm-hmm.
Is that the whole second chunk?
You have one more word. You have 3 words.
Aga, chut. Oh, Sami, ra. No.
That's a tra. So that's Sumitra. Sumitra
Sumi.
means the one who is very friendly.
Oh, I didn't see the you.
Yeah, no worries. Say those 3 words for me again. Read those 3 words again.
Si, ta, ya, aga, chut.
Yep.
Sumitra.
Excellent. Now, sandhi happened. Oh, and there's a misspell. Something. Let me stop my pause here for a second. Get the spelling right real quick. I don't want to send you out wrong. Come on. I don't want to unnecessarily confuse you. I didn't get I worked on this presentation for quite a lot of hours, but I didn't get time to really go back and proofread it like I like to do. All right, there we go. Come on, share screen again. Oh, you bastard. Il bastardo. Here we go. Here we go. All right, you had time to think. Okay, so we are up here. Who's my last person? Who just read?
It was me.
Yeah, go for it.
Oh, you want me to read the next one?
Yeah, and what I want you to see is that you read that first whole line. That's with all the sandhis broken. Now the sandhis put together are this next line where the 3 words combine. So give that a shot.
Si, ya, or no, si, ta, ya, ga.
Oh, there's another error there. That's the double cha again. Sorry.
Oh, that's a cha-cha. Is that how you say it? Okay.
Hold on. I got it. Si, ta, ga. No. There we go. Sorry. Now it's better. So sitaya gachat sumitra. It's the same thing, but they're all together. Now read that whole big chunk. Start at the beginning and go all the way to the end.
Sitaya gachat su
Yeah.
me
Me.
tra.
Excellent. So look at the first example. Sitaya agachat sumitra. So it's the past tense of gum to go. So sitaya went agachat, and where did she go with? Who did she go with? She went with Sumitra. So you see it broken apart, and then you see it together. This is the same rule we saw before. The big thing we're looking at is sitaya agachat. The ya and the combine to be a long A. What does Guy Levitt tell us? Long A or short A plus another long A or short A equals a long A. Choppy equals cha plus uppy. Sitaya gachat is sitaya agachat. Now, this A vowel combination you had before. You all know this one, in fact. What am I looking at here? Come on, yoga people.
Garadasana.
Yeah, you already got that word in your head. So tell me, why is it one word and not two words?
Sandhi.
Yes. So you read Garuda Asana becomes Garudasana. Now, I have to have wondered if all of you in your yoga lives haven't kind of thought, why are these words so long? Why do those two words come together that way? Why is it spelled differently when they're broken apart? This is why. So you've already had a number of encounters with sandhi. So let's do one last one. This is the last of the us, and then we're going to do the other vowels when we come back on Thursday. So, final example from Goldman. Long A plus short A equals long A. Volunteer. Come on out there, you. We've had some pretty stellar volunteers. Somebody who hasn't gone yet.
I can go.
Please.
Sitaya agachati Ramaha.
Excellent. Sitaya agachati Rama. So this is kind of like in the present. Rama goes with Sita. Now read the second one.
Sitaya gachati Ramaha.
So what's really great that you did right there is you naturally and thoughtfully, you put the us together. You've seen how it works. Cha plus uppy, choppy. Read it again, that second one.
Sitaya gachati Ramaha.
Now, what I also want you to notice when you did that is you just read a lot of Sanskrit letters. Oh, crap, there's another error. So the input's not great on the keyboard and I missed stuff. Yeah, so do it one more time.
Sitaya gachati Ramaha.
So in time, what'll happen is you'll hear Sitaya gachati Ramaha, and you go, oh, that's got to be Sitaya, instrumental of Sita with Sita. And then agachati, that's got to be agachati. But if you're just looking at it at first, you'd be like, well, where does my word start? Maybe it's C. Is C a word? S-I-C? Taya, that means with somebody. Oh, that's an instrumental on it. Oh, Sitaya. And then you're like, gachati. Gachati is just goes, right? Oh, wait, no. Then why would it have a long ya there? Well, it could be a short or it could be a long It'd have to be a long for grammar. And then Ramaha is the subject of the sentence. Rama went with Sita. Sitaya gachati Ramaha. So cha uppy is or long or short with long or short equals long Now, class goes until the 50-minute mark or the 40-minute mark?
45.
45. All right, then we're going to do something very, very quickly here. If I can get to it. Where's my canvas? Where's my canvas? What we're going to do is, I don't have it right here. Maybe it's not going to happen because my keyboard stinks. No, there's an easier way to do this. Where are my documents? There are my documents. Not open, not open, not open, not open. Should have had this open up. There we are. Rupa Sanskrit 1. Assignments. All right. Share screen. Here, I'm going to start chanting. Well, I'm not really going to chant, but I'm going to read your homework. We are starting at Evam ukte. So right here, can you see my little cursor guy? Is this sharing? Anybody? Somebody answer me.
It's good.
Okay.
Yes.
So we're starting. Evam ukte. So I want you to like read along slowly. So read along as I'm pronouncing and try to code the sound that I'm making to what you're seeing on the page. Evam ukte arya avalokiteshvaro bodhisattvo mahasattvaha ayushmantam shari putram etad avochat. Now, how do I know to pause in those places to pause? Because I can read the words. So I see the words there. You'll get to that point too with text. Yaha kashchit, and this is kashchid shariputra. So that's a sandhi. We're seeing some of these sandhis already. Kashchit shariputra kula putro va kula duhita va asyam gambirayam prajna paramitaya charyam chatur kamaha tene or tenaivam vyavalokitavyam pancha skandas or skandams tamscha. That's hard. Swabhava shunyam sa manu pashyati sam anupashyati sma rupam shunyata shunyataiva rupam rupan na rupana pritak shunyata shunyataya na pritak rupam yad rupam sa shunyata. We're right at class time, so you can kick off if you want to. I'm going to keep reading this for those that just want to kind of hear it a little bit more. Ya shunyata tadrupam evam vedana. See, I'm right here. Evam vedana samnya sanskara vijnanani cha shunyata evam shariputra sarva dharmaha shunyatala or shunyata lakshana anutpana anirudha amala vimala anuna asampurnaha tasmat tarhi or tasmatarhi. See the T's coming together? Tasmatarhi. Shariputra shunyatayam na rupam na vedana na samnya na samskaraha na vijnanam na chakshur na or na chakshurna shrotram na dhranam na jiva. Oh, anybody remember that? That was one of our examples. Na kayo na mano na rupam na shabdo. It sounds so funny to read it like this. Na kando na raso na sprishtavyam na dharmaha na chakshur or na chakshur daturya vana mano datur na, dharma datur na, mano vijnana dhatuhu. Na vidya. Na vidya. So no vidya and no avidya. Nakshaya. Yavin. Na jara marana. No destruction and even then no death by old age. Good luck on that. Na jara maranakshaya. No destruction of the death by age. Na dukkha samudaya nirodha marga. There is no path to the cessation of suffering. Na jnanam. No knowledge. Na prapti. Na aprapti. Na praptihi. Na praptihi. There is nothing to attain, nor is there anything to not attain. Tasmat shari putra aprapnoti or apraptitvena. Apraptitva ena. Oh man. Bodhisattva nam prajna paramita mishritya viharati Chittavaranaha, Chittavaranastitua, Nastitwat atrastaha. Oh, I screwed that up. Chittavaranastitua atrastoho. Viparya sati krantoho, Nishti nirvanaha, Tyadha vyavastitaha, Sarva Buddha Prajna Paramitam or Prajna Paramitam Ashritya Anutaram. Almost, I'll finish it. Samyak Sambodhim Abhi Sambuddhaha Tasmak Jnana Tvayaha Prajna Paramita Maha mantraha, anutara mantraha, asama sama mantrata, asama sama mantraha, sarva dukkha prashaman mantraha, satyam, satyam, oh, okay, satyam amityatvat, Prajna paramitayam ukto mantraha tadyato gatte para gatte pam para samgate bodhisattvaha evam shari putra gambiraya prajna paramitaya charyayam Shakshitavyam Bodhisattvena. Now, for those of you who are still there, you'll notice that I kept pausing in different spots. That's because I knew the words. So these words, when I read them, they jump out at me. When you're reading, you're just seeing all these symbols. But one of the things that you might have also caught up is I could figure out the words and start doing the split after I said it once, because my head was breaking the sandhis and putting in like the semantic spots where words start and stop. All that is experience. So this, I'm basically sight reading. I've never translated this before. So you'll be able to do that too. It's just time. It's just practice. So this will all be recorded for those of you that maybe haven't gotten much of your homework done. And maybe you can transliterate through and you can start and stop and I'll guide you. But keep in mind, I flubbed a couple of things in there, but it was kind of fun. You know, you can feel the rhythm of it and then you start saying prajna paramita and bodhisattva over and over again. And then you see the form, and of course, then you get right into na vidya nakshaya yavan na jara marana nakshaya na dukkha samudaya nirodha. It's nirodha marga, the path of salvation, of course. Na jnana na Propti, not a prop noti. So it's all in there. All right, y'all. Did I put up a homework for next week? I'll put out an announcement, something. I'm tired. I gotta go test drive a car. I've been teaching all day. All right, you're all doing great. Be very proud of yourselves. And I want you to do something nice for yourself today. All right? Bye-bye, everybody.
Thank you.
Yep.
So fun.
Thank you.
Take
Bye.
care of yourself.
Yes.
Wow, too much talking. Okay, bye-bye now.
Bye. Thank you.
Yepper. Swaha!